any chemicals mess up your hormones. So you need to see what is the problem, how oral contraceptive increases inflammation in the body. If the symptoms starts improving, you know something was wrong in that milk. You know why the cause? The cause is still very much there. It's excess of carbohydrates, excess of refined carbs.
Like, should women with PCOS completely eliminate dairy to improve hormonal health, or is there a more balanced approach for that?
See, dairy, again, why? See, dairy, if you get pure dairy, that's a very big if. We have discussed this in multiple times before. 70% looks like dairy. It is some detergent, some urea which is looking like dairy. So you don't need that because that will really mess up your hormones. Any
Correct.
chemical mess up your hormones, any toxins, whether toxins through food or toxins through skincare, they will mess up your hormone. So if you are a woman with PCOD, PCOS, you need to look out for your toxin exposure. This is a big one, especially in skincare, especially in makeup. So and you start looking at that and then just start googling, you might find some answers there itself, right?
Right.
Same thing happens with milk. It's not milk in the original form which is bad. It is milk which is, you have adulterated milk. Either it looks like milk and it is not milk, or
Hmm.
it is, you have really given lot of hormones to the cow. Now what will
Correct.
happen? If you have given excess hormones to the cow, those hormones will come in the milk. Then they come in you. Cow, when does cow give milk? जब उसका बच्चा होता है,
Correct.
right? So that excess estrogen, excess progesterone, which is there in cow's body, will come in your body as well. This
Plus
is a
stress hormone also.
correct, correct. And then if you do not have the right gut microbiome to clear out that bad estrogen. See, estrogen में क्या होता है? Good forms भी होती हैं and bad forms भी होती हैं. जो bad forms है उनको clear out करना है. सो पहले तो आपकी बॉडी में टॉक्सिन एक्सपोजर इतना ज्यादा है, लाइक मैं हर टाइम टॉक्सिन्स दोज प्लास्टिक्स के थ्रू भी वो मेरे सूडो एस्ट्रोजन आ जाते हैं बॉडी में, मेरे दूध के थ्रू भी आ जाते हैं, एंड देन मेरे गट में वो पावर इज मिसिंग विच इज क्लियरिंग आउट द बैड गाइज.
Correct.
See, there is a family of gut microbiome which is particularly required for your estrogen balance. You don't have that family of gut, and let's say you kill them during this Diwali season, you have a problem next month.
Correct.
So you need to see it's a balance and not an absolute statement that you can make like this, and that's why we say personalization is extremely important. So you need to see what is the problem, you need to see how much of their toxic load is coming from their skincare, then you need to see where are they getting their milk from, and you might reduce it for some time or you might eliminate it completely for some time. See the symptoms, what happens. If the symptoms start improving, you know something was wrong in that milk.
Correct.
Then you see, can I introduce a good quality A2 cow milk, or maybe I buy a cow and then take the milk in a very ethical way.
Correct.
Sometimes even that could be a problem, but that's a very rare case. That's not a very common case. You get the bilkul properest and the purest way of taking milk, that might that can be bad, I'm not saying, but that will happen in 1 to 2% of the cases, not like 90% which are benefiting because they just eliminate milk. They did not eliminate milk, they eliminated a substance that looked like milk, or substance that was taken in a very very unethical, or a hormone, you just treat cows like milk machine, then even your milk machine will go out of that, because that's not how nature intended it to be. And one more thing, when it comes to the toxin exposure is, and you are speaking about PCOD women particularly, so this is very important point. Typically for PCOD, the line of treatment that gets given is oral contraceptives. So you are asked, do you want to get pregnant? If the answer is no, you are given oral contraceptives, and if the answer is yes, then other things will happen, right? But for majority of your life, when you are not pregnant and you have PCOD, which means you are given oral contraceptives. Now there are studies which are coming up, which are showing how oral contraceptive increases inflammation in the body. They increases your risk for autoimmune disease. They increase your HSCRP, your body's sign of heart के ऊपर कितना risk है, CRP inflammation कितना है. It increases your risk for thyroid disease. It increases your fear and decreases your risk taking capacity. So it is very important that whenever you are talking about an issue, whether it is irregular periods or it has already gone to PCOD, you need to look at the why of those issues. Why did those happen? And food plays a very important role. Like, and other pillars are also there, but food is one of the major pillars. You correct food so that you don't have to rely on medicine. See, medicine is required in some cases. I'm not saying, in all cases you can completely remove medicine, but in a number of cases, you can reduce your dose of medicine, you can completely remove it. Because it is a lifestyle disorder. It started with your insulin resistance, and insulin resistance started with the wrong plate that you have, and then it resulted as PCOD. How will the oral contraceptive change? Why the cause? The cause is still very much there. It's excess of carbohydrates, excess of refined carbs, the sugars that you keep having, the toxin exposure that you have. So unless you help with that, how will the oral contraceptive help? And oral contraceptive will give you more problems.
Correct.
So we need to remember and take this thing as a holistic way, get to the root cause, understand the real why my problem is happening, and food many a times will surface as one of the leading contenders. I'm not saying the only contender, but one of the leading contenders will be your plate. And then there are more which we keep discussing in other podcasts as well.
Right. So I think we can avoid that white substance, which is actually not milk, and most probably some detergent only. If you can do some research, or you can get a cow, if you can go to that extreme level, then you can obviously have milk. Otherwise, you can avoid it. That's
Yeah,
my bottom line from this question.
definitely avoid it and see how your symptoms improve. For some
Otherwise,
time,
we have many other different nutrient-rich products which can replace that whatever nutrient quality which
correct,
actual milk has.
correct. And then we discussed about so many other things. Try that in conjunction with replacing dairy for some time, and then see how it happens. See, you don't have to give up forever and ever. Once you become all right, then maybe start testing again. Is this working for me? No. Maybe I try another dairy. Is this working for me? You will start seeing. See, PCOS, the good part is you will start, in the next cycle itself, you will start seeing some symptoms. You will start seeing those mood swings, those anxiety things again. And as soon as that happens, something has gone wrong. Let us reevaluate. See, listening to your body, finding your why, and looking at a solution that is very personal to you. See, what will work for one body, you cannot say will work for everybody. So you have to see in your case what is it. And today, the things that we have spoken about, a lot of them are universals. Like everybody can benefit with a little bit of green vegetables. Every woman, especially, can benefit by eating good fats and eliminating the bad fats. Good
Correct.
nuts, iron rich sources. This is something everybody needs. And then, of course, depending upon a case by case basis, who can absorb it, who cannot absorb it, you will add other things as well, like yoga in some cases, and various other things.
Right. So we have many questions, but I think we will have to do that in second part. What we can do is we can just do a recap of what exactly we discussed, so that in next, because there's too much information for a single episode, so we can cover. We can do a quick recap. So I
Sure.
will just ask few questions, and then we can. So first one is, what fatty food should young girls avoid to prevent hormonal imbalancing during puberty?
So one of the biggest myth is fat makes you fat. So for all the girls who are listening to this, fat does not make you fat. Fat will is the basis of your hormones. So make sure you have a high fat diet, which includes a lot of healthy fats. Differentiate between the bad fats and the good fats. The good fats are your nuts and seeds, your A2 cow desi ghee, your olives, your coconut, sesame seeds, and your bad fat would be the fried fat, the refined oils. You need to avoid them, but you need to have the good ones and make sure 50% of your calories are coming from healthy sources of fat, because that is something that will really help with your skin. Your skin will glow, your performance, your athletic performance will go up. You will feel much better, much satisfied with the food that you are eating, and your hormones will love it.
Right. And can iron deficiency lead to hormonal imbalance in puberty?
Absolutely. So young girls need to take care that their iron sources are fine. And every day we recommend ABC juice, which is amla, beetroot, carrot. And this juice you can have on a daily basis for your iron needs. Cook in an iron vessel. So when you are cooking chole, cook in an iron vessel. Have pomegranate, tomatoes, and whenever you are having iron, make sure to have it with vitamin C, because if you add that vitamin C, it increases your absorption of iron. So have iron and have it along with vitamin C, and in the form of ABC juice. It's a simple juice every day that you can have, and your iron needs, at least a big part, is met.
Right. And can women enjoy Diwali sweets without affecting hormonal balance and weight loss?
So you need to enjoy Diwali with your gut friends.
Hmm.
And for that, there are three things. If you do these three things on a daily basis in the Diwali week, you have the license to do whatever else that you want to do. The first one is the green smoothie, which is greens plus flaxseed plus banana. The second one is your nut smoothie, which is one handful of soaked nuts and one handful of your dry fruits like dates and figs and raisins and chia seeds. So this is your nut smoothie. And the third one, before you go for the Diwali party, have a big bowl of salad along with some sprouts and olive oil. You have these three things. You have the license to enjoy Diwali. These things will form the bunkers for your gut health, gut microbiome. When you attack them with a lot of sweets and all, at least your gut friends can have a safe Diwali as well.
Okay. And benefits of dark chocolate, can it help in menstruation or irregular periods?
Absolutely. So the darker it is, the better it is for you. The cacao powder in the dark chocolate is a very good source of magnesium, zinc, antioxidants, and they help relax muscles, keep you happy, which is something that you need in those days. So dark chocolate is definitely a big one, but make sure to differentiate between cacao powder and coca powder, CaCao and CoCoA. It is the same difference which is there between atta and maida. So when you have it, use the cacao powder and keep the sugar to the minimum. Sugar is not the good one. The cacao powder is a good part in the chocolate.
Right. And can the right carbohydrate improve hormonal balance for women with PCOS?
Absolutely. So for women with PCOS, they need to take care of their insulin. And how do you do that? You do not load your plate with just carbs. You have to keep a balance between proteins, lot of fats, lot of healthy fats, and then some carbs which are complex carbs. So you can have potato but with the peel on. You can have sweet potato but with the peel on. And they are all very tasty. You can have a lot of beans, all these things, the good carbs, the complex carbs, when taken in a balance with your fats and proteins requirement, will do wonders for your hormone health. What you do not need is refined carbs. What you do not need is processed sugars. That is something that will mess, and that is something which has given carbs a bad name for PCOD. So you need a balance in the plate of protein, fats, and some complex carbs.
Right. And is cutting out dairy product really necessary for PCOS and fertility?
A lot of the women will benefit by cutting dairy, because what you drink is not dairy. 70% is detergent and urea, and another 30% out of that 25 is from cows which are not treated like they're not treated like, they're treated much worse than milking machines. They're just machines. So you put a lot of hormones in them. You put, like, you treat them, you keep on milking them even when the milk is done. So which means pus will come in the milk, and then blood, sometimes blood also comes in the milk. So that's not even milk, and that's full of hormones, that full of your estrogen, which your body can't get rid of, that full of pain, and that is something which will not help in disease reversal. So a lot of the people can gain by eliminating dairy, but at the same time, I'm not saying all dairy is bad. If you can find out those 4-5% of dairies which are doing the right thing, milk is good.
Right. So, all right, everyone. Thank you, Priyanka. And that's a wrap for today's episode. We have covered everything from puberty to PCOS, Priyanka has given you license to enjoy the Diwali sweet. So make sure you follow the 3 rules and then you can enjoy the Diwali sweets. We have talked about good fats, iron-rich superfoods, how to enjoy chocolate guilt-free. Yes, you heard it right. You can enjoy chocolate also. We need to develop taste for that. And the best part for managing PCOS. It's clear that what's on a plate is more important than ever, no matter your age, it is important. And this episode is still not over. Don't think that we are stopping here. In our next episode, we will be tackling the hormones roller coaster for postpartum, perimenopause, and menopause. We will chat about safe weight loss after childbirth, but there's a spoiler that slow and steady wins the race. There is no quick fix for that. And how to stay hydrated like a pro and why calcium is not just about milk. Plus, we will dive into probiotics and superfoods. So trust me, your gut will thank you next week also. And if you have enjoyed today's chat, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends. And of course, subscribe to our channel. We love hearing from you. So keep those comments coming, whether it's something you liked or something you want us to cover next. Together, we are making the world a healthier and happier place. For listening and see you in the next one. Stay awesome. Keep those hormones happy. Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, and see you everyone in the next session.
So
Thank you.
Diwali is all around. Maybe next week would be next week to that would be Diwali.
So it will come. Yes.
Yeah.
We will
Right.
make sure that you have your Diwali and in a very safe way so that your hormones also thank you, your gut microbiome thanks you, and your skin looks good as well. So we will make sure that all of this happens together. So your health
Yes.
and beauty will come together.
Yes. Probably we can make an announcement next week
Yes.
for that. So keep okay, fine. We will discuss it next week. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.